everybody, Luke here, Lifestyle Off-Road. Today I'm going to show you real quick how to do an oil change. I'm using a Motorcraft filter. Motorcraft filter. There is your part number. I use Amsoil, the 5W30. Used this on our F-150 now for a very, very long time. Now, I don't go that long. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go between oil changes on this. It's winter, so I want to change it. It's getting cold out. So I'm going to go ahead and get it changed out. I'm at 7,800 miles right now. I changed it already once at 1,500 miles. So I've got quite a bit on there. What you're going to need for tools for this is either a wrench or an 1 1/16 socket. That is to remove the oil filter. Yes, this is the oil filter. I know it's on top of the motor. It actually makes it super easy to do. And then you're also going to need a couple sockets for underneath. For me, I need a 14 and a 15 millimeter to take the skid plate off behind this one. And get down to where the oil drain plug is. Just to show you real quick under here, so I've got to loosen these two bolts. These are for my Lifestyle Off-Road skid plate, and then there's two bolts back there to take this off. You do have to remove this plate to change your oil. These factory bolts at the back of the skid plate, mine's apparently covered in dirt. They are 15 millimeter. Man. Take these out. Oh man, that apparently is pretty dirty. I was not expecting all that on there. Huh, I guess that's the fun four-wheeling in the Midwest. Well, okay. Well, now I get to work in that. All right, so now with that skid plate off, now just to show you, this on the Lifestyle Off-Road skid plate, these are factory holes. So we did not try and change anything there. This is still where the factory skid plate mounts. So you just have to loosen these up a little bit and it allows you to slide that skid plate out of there. Apparently that was a good thing. I got a lot of dirt under here. So this part is incredibly easy. What you see up there at the top of your screen, that yellow, that is your drain plug. I'm going to try and position this so I don't get super messy. I guess it kind of is washed out with my light. This right here, and literally no tools required. You turn this. There we go. Kind of locked. All right. So you just turn this. Of course, I made a mess. And there you go. This plastic plug is all that's holding your oil in. Now, it's also a plastic oil pan, so yeah, something we want to watch out for. Alright, we're going to let that finish draining. I'm going to link down below on Amazon what oil pan I recommend, because I also need to get a bigger one, so I've got to figure one out. But let me take you to the top and show you the oil filter removal. There's my sidekick helping me out in the garage. Okay, so up here, you got to replace the oil filter when you change the oil, obviously. So I didn't feel like digging my 1/2-inch ratchet out of the back of the truck, so I'm using a torque wrench. I know it's not what you should use it for, but this is plastic, so you want to make sure you have the right size socket when you replace this. You simply just turn this off. A couple turns, you should be able to get in there and finish taking it off by hand.
Maybe. Holy cow.
There, it's coming loose. Okay. Take this housing off. And there is your oil filter. So, you are just going to pull that out. So that's the old one. Here's the new one. Obviously it's well used. Now at the time of me making this video, the Motorcraft ones are the only ones that are available. Nothing else. I take that back. I think on K&N's website they list some also. But all I've been able to find easily accessible are the Motorcraft ones. And this actually came with extra gaskets to put on there. So I'm going to pop these off quick and throw the new gaskets on. So just to show you, small flathead screwdriver. Pop these off. That one is definitely more stubborn. Okay. Set the old ones aside. Oh, maybe. There is one. Here's that one.
That wouldn't have been good to drop it over the engine bay. This one's going to be a pain in the ass, especially with my hands covered in oil. There we go.
Gotta really force that one over there. Okay, so change the camera angle here. That is what it looks like down there. You simply just push this down in there. There you go. You can feel it pop into place. Take the housing, push it down, tighten back up. Okay. Now when tightening this, you don't want to go tight because again it is plastic. Too tight, sorry. So I just snugged it up to the point where I'm gonna have to actually apply some pretty good pressure. It says right on there, tighten it to 2 Newton meters. Now the torque wrench I'm using is just a cheaper one. It does not read that low, so I can't easily do that. So tighten that up, dispose of your old filter, and then put the plug in back on underneath, top it off with your oil. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned up my skid plate, threw it back on there, put the oil drain plug back in. Now we just got to add oil. These trucks, I'm not sure on the 2.3 liter. I know it has a high oil capacity. I don't know what it is. This is the 2.7 on my truck. This takes 7 quarts of oil. So I can probably start stretching out my oil changes to a pretty large interval. So after, give or take, about the 6,000 miles that I put on this, the oil still looked pretty good. Okay, Got all the oil put in there. Put your oil cap back on. Okay, now I'll show you how to reset it on the inside. Okay, so yeah. You're going to maybe. All right, in your menu, go down to settings. Settings. Oil life. And just hit OK. And it is reset. And there you go. Any questions, just leave comments below.